Upanishads. Some people like that. There's a bunch of different books that people read. There's no one central book. Webs?
Can you talk about like the yogas?
Yeah. So the yogas, like, yeah, I was really surprised. Like, honestly, like, they're out there. Like, people know about them, but I don't think like. I've never heard of like a person who like subscribes to like one specific yoga. Because like honestly, like logically, that's not really possible. Because let's say you subscribe to Bhakti Yoga, which is the yoga of love for God, love for other people. So you can't really say that you like love God and love other people unless you're like going out there and you're doing actions and you're serving other people. And you're not doing that unless you're really like thinking about other people and thinking about God. So really, it's like a combination of like all of them in a sense. I guess that, you know, some people believe, like, there's this notion of, like, just, like, going out there and, like, being, like, really isolationist and, like, living in the forest and just, like, kind of, like, meditating on God. I guess that works for some people, but I'm more experiential. I guess it really depends to each person. Everybody's unique. Hinduism believes that there's multiple ways to find the truth. As far as the yogas go, I mean, I personally don't think you can be like one or the other, but I'm sure some people disagree with me. Yep.
5 minutes left.
All right. You were talking about how like God is everywhere, manifested and everything. How does that come about? Like with the whole like cows are sacred.
Yeah. So how the cows are sacred thing works. Milk and butter is used in some of the like ceremonies in Hinduism. Fire is really important in Hinduism. Actually, the word for igneous comes from Agni, which means fire in Sanskrit. That's how important fire is in Hinduism. And so to keep the fire going in Hindu ceremonies, they use butter. They use clarified butter. And milk is also pretty important in the process. I'm not sure how exactly it factors in, but it's important. And a long time ago, there wasn't that many cows in India. They're not, I don't think they're indigenous to India. And so to protect the population of cows, they just said cows are sacred, you can't kill them. And that just kind of stuck around to today. Today, there's a ton of cows in India. India is actually the world's largest exporter of beef. Yeah, so that's how the cows are sacred things come in. There's like Shiva's. Each god kind of has like a sidekick animal. It's kind of weird. And Shiva's is a cow, so that kind of factors in the whole sacredness thing. So yeah, I think it's more than just like, it's not like, you'll never see like we don't specifically like worship cows. Like when I see like when I drive past the farm and I see a cow, I don't like get out of my car. That's not how it works. But it's just this it's probably more like tradition and culture than it is just like straight up religion. Yes.
So, kind of going back to the reincarnation stuff, with like becoming one with God, that, like, it almost sounds like nirvana, but
it really is. Nirvana is basically the same thing. It's just it is the same.
Okay, and so then how do you achieve that? Like,
you achieve it. So you have to work towards like a connectedness to God in life. So you have to be like seeking a spiritual, like, because you don't get to, and like, so that's what I'm saying, like, you have to like reach a spiritual connection with God. So that's like clear, like that's every religion right there. The thing is that Hinduism, it has no like specific way. So that's the thing, like some people will go into the forest and just like meditate for years. Some people believe that they should go do service to others, and that's how they find God. So it's really vast and like, different. Everybody has their own opinion. But Central Hinduism, yeah, I mean, it believes you lose your consciousness and that you become like engulfed in God. You become one with God, which is kind of a scary concept if you think about it. Because you lose you, but you become one with God. So I don't know. It's kind of different.
Norton's got the last question from TJ. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Well, the Kama Sutra has like nothing to do with Hinduism. No, like you're right. This should be clarified. What it is what it is, guys. It's a book of sex positions. Like,
Whoa.
that's what it is. That's all it really is. It has nothing to do with Hinduism.
Library?
What?
Library?
It's not